So, all right. Well, we're excited. We just came off of such an amazing weekend, and just really grateful for those of you who joined us for our live event. And Elaine, you were here. You're one of the only ones that are on here that's here. I would love for you to share a little bit, and that's what inspired us to do tonight's training, because this weekend we taught about making your own frequencies, and we had such a good time doing it. We in the office, we gave everybody obsidian from this area and had them record the frequencies of the obsidian. And then we went up on Sunday to the bristlecone forest and had an amazing time up there. And I'm actually going to mute a few people who, if you have noise in the background, make sure you mute. So anyway, and then we went up to the bristlecone forest, which is the most ancient living trees in the world. And we had some healing up there. We recorded the vibration of the trees into our Healys. And then we also took the latitude and longitude of the forest so that we could send healing frequencies to the forest. So it was really amazing. But Elaine, we would love, since you are the one person on here, I think that we'd love for you to share a little bit about what you experienced.
Well, yeah, I just got home. Can you hear me?
Kinda.
Okay. I can't hear you very well either. I don't know. Anyway, I just got home after a long day's travel. I lost a few hours, and oh my goodness, it was so incredible. The weather was perfect. The group together, oh my gosh, it was so fabulous. And the things we did, the things we learned, I can't pick a favorite. We had that fabulous session with Vijay, which is life-changing. But on the mountain and recording the frequencies of the bristlecone and of the earth, and with a wonderful Marianne to guide us, there's no words for that. That was just spectacular. I was showing a friend some of the photographs. I think the time together that we had, it was just so bonding. So here's how many, 20 people that we've come together from all over, and we're just building this fabulous community of like-minded people. You know, and what was most important for me is that your focus is not on let's make some money with the Healy, let's heal ourselves, but let's heal the world. And I thought that was just, you know, that's what I'm all about. And to have tools to really direct us how to really make a change in a very deep level. Just more than fabulous.
Awesome. Yeah, it was amazing. We were so honored to have everybody here, and so we're gonna keep doing them. We'll have another one in the spring, and we'll have some more magic together. And so I just encourage anybody who didn't get to come, or just come stay with us and play and connect. And
oh yes, I have to add that in. Oh my gosh, the best food, the hospitality that you laid out was just staggering. It was so good. We just felt so pampered, and every little thing was, you thought of everything.
aw.
That's fantastic.
Thanks. Well, you were a big part of it. It was awesome. Yeah. So one of the things that we did over the weekend was making your own frequencies. And you know, it's so funny because I'll be quite honest, that's something that we hadn't really done at all with our Healys. We've been so focused on many things, and finally Bryan and I were looking at what are the things we wanted to teach, and we thought, well, we want to start making our own frequencies, and we haven't really dove into that. Let's dive into that and train on it and make it an experience, and then bring people to areas here that we can record frequencies. So that was really fun. So tonight we're going to just share a little bit. We had a PowerPoint that Bryan's going to share just so you guys can follow along. So if you have your Healy, turn it on, and if you have something, grab something that you can record the vibration of. So like you know, we gave everybody this piece of obsidian. If you have an essential oil, whatever you have, grab that. And I'm oh, there's Donna. Hi, Donna.
That was whiteboard cleaner, and I don't think I want to do whiteboard cleaner.
No, let's do something really high vibration and healthy for you.
Yes.
You know what frankincense, if you have frankincense, or you have a stone, or even you know, some kind of supplement, anything that you have that you want to record the frequency that will support your body, your home, do that. So, and then we're gonna pull up our screen in a second, if I can figure out how to do all this. Why isn't it doing it? This right here. Yeah. We're getting there. Bear with us. Okay.
There you go. Great.
All right. Can y'all see this? Yeah, cool. Okay. So everybody got their Heelys in hand, because this is we are going to walk you through. So Heelys in hand, you're going to turn on your Healy and turn on your blue app.
So one of the beautiful things over this weekend, we talked about creating our own frequencies. And one of the beautiful things about creating our own frequency is that now you're the creator. You start taking control of the Healy in a more personalized way. Granted, there's 144,000 frequencies in the Healy, but now you get to start using your own paintbrush in terms of how you want to create certain programs and frequencies for yourself. And that's the whole intent of this, is to learn how to do that. So I think we're just going to jump right in here.
Jump in. And so tonight we're going to teach you how to record a frequency of an actual object, but know that you can do all kinds of things. You can do custom affirmations. We learned from Dejai actually over the weekend at our Healy retreat that you can about speaking into the Healy. So I know there's a couple other videos out there that go into all the other things, and we can send that out. But tonight we're going to specifically just have you jump into recording an object. So this weekend we did the record a vibration of obsidian, but you can do anything. So you're going to turn on your blue app, and you're going to go into the aura analysis like it shows there. And you're going to select an existing client. So which would be you. Like tonight, you can select you. Well, this weekend we had some, we'll explain later, but if you want, this weekend we talked about making a client specifically for your own frequency. So it would be labeled that, like, make a client my own frequencies. And then that way, if you label it, or, my own frequencies for Dawn or something like that, so that when you go into your client, into your lists, you'll see that. But that's probably getting ahead of the game. So we're just going to select your name tonight.
Yeah. So just select your name. And then first thing you're going to want to do is, like the orange arrow says, hit the aura analysis. And then once you get to that point, hit record aura, the analysis.
And after you hit record aura, this is the screen that you're going to see. So you're going to delete, you'll have 3 that are highlighted with the blue check marks. You're going to uncheck 2 of those and only keep 1. It does not matter which one you keep, because we're just going for to be able to get to the space where you can actually record a frequency. So delete 2 of those, uncheck 2 of those, and then click the start analysis button. Everybody with us so far? Anybody have questions? Everybody. Michelle, are you muted?
Yeah. So mine just shows my picture with my aura around it. So I
Okay,
must
so
have-
then you do the next. Carol,
Okay,
And you do, that's where you do record aura. And then,
okay, analysis, I got it, okay.
got
Hey,
it?
Dawn, I'm lost right there too. When I pick my name and then you're saying then where you can pick aura
Uh-huh. No, you
or
pick,
analysis?
first you pick aura. See here on the screen, look at our screen, it says aura analysis.
Yeah.
Then you
I
pick
did
your
that.
name. And then you
Yeah.
click, and then once you have your name, you click record analysis.
Okay, that's what I'm not seeing because it says capture or history.
Okay, so we saw this with people. Do you have a picture on your client information for yourself?
So I have my name up above.
Yeah, so we saw that people who don't have their picture for their client information are not going to come up with the correct information. So quickly take a picture of yourself and your client. If you go to the home button on the bottom and click on clients, find yourself, click on it, and then you can add a picture right there. And once you do that, then you'll see all the correct information.
Okay. So if I don't have, because I'm using this tablet and I don't have a picture on here.
If
So,
you just take photos, so once you can just take a photo of you from the tablet.
oh, okay, I see.
Selfie time.
Take a quick selfie
Yep.
and then it'll let you.
Okay.
Or take a
Dawn, you
picture
said
of it.
we go back home? Go
No, I
back
was just-
home?
No, I was just telling Terry that because she couldn't get to where we were. So,
I had the same problem though.
okay, so yeah, so you're gonna go to the home button on the left, bottom left,
Yep,
and you're gonna see clients. You're gonna click on that, click on your name, and then you'll see all your information you put in.
yes.
Yep, you need to add the picture at the top. You guys should all have your pictures in there. That when you're putting yourself in as a client, you should always have your picture in there.
And then what? Just hit the little plus button by the circle and then let me take a picture?
Yep. And then after
Okay.
you take the picture, make sure you hit the top right check mark to save, because the check mark is to save anything in your Healy when you put information in for a client. All right. So, Terry, did you get that?
Yeah, I did. My picture's there. So now I'm at the place where it says to hold your Healy in your hand. That's what it went to. Is that right? Or do I need to go back?
No, just click the check mark on the top right to save your picture, and then we'll go back to the aura analysis.
Okay, well, I was having trouble. It saved my picture, was showing it, but that's the next page it automatically took me to. So now I'm going back and trying to figure out where you are.
Okay, just the little squiggly line on the very bottom middle, it looks like a heartbeat. That takes you back to the main page.
I go to Aura.
Do you see the little squiggly line, Terry?
Now it took me back to the desk or the whatever. So I need to open up, I guess, Healy again. Did you say that was the blue app, right?
Yeah, we're in the blue app. So open up the blue app. So we'll just go through real quick. You're going to open up the blue app. You're going to select yourself as a client under the aura analysis. So you're going to click on aura analysis, select yourself as a client, and then click record. Then once it comes up with all this, you'll delete 2 of the check marks. You'll just click on them.
Okay, I guess I must not have saved that right or something. So here I am back at the same thing. So I need to, I guess, go to capture, take a picture. I don't want to hold you guys up, so just go
Yeah,
ahead.
just you do that and I'll come back to you after we do this.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so you're gonna delete all these and then you're gonna start analysis.
You're not.
And then, you guys, did you get this part?
Oh, after I hit the analysis, start analysis. Next,
Yes. Start analysis. Okay, then you're gonna come up with this. So go ahead, Frank.
So once we get to this page right here, I'll show like 3 descriptions of the items that came up. So what you're gonna want to do is at the lower right-hand corner for each of those descriptions, is hit the red X button on the lower right-hand corner and delete. And it'll ask if you want to or not. And go ahead and confirm yes to delete that ShopRite information. So what you'll want to do is do that for all 3 of those descriptions. And essentially what we're doing is we're making a clean slate. So what we're doing is making that clean slate so we start building up on that.
So
So
does everybody, do you guys see the red check marks? Or the red X's?
Yes.
Okay. So you'll click on those, click yes for delete on all 3 of those.
Yeah. So go ahead and confirm all of those and delete all 3 of those descriptions. Once that's done, go ahead and press on the purple button, the actions. So go ahead and press the action button afterwards. And then what will pop up, it'll say add manually and show PDF. So go ahead and press the add manually button. And what they'll do is they'll take you into this right here. So what this is like a description box essentially, where you can start creating your own frequencies, your own desired states of what you want that for.
Oh, so who has like, who's got something in front of them that they're gonna record the vibration of? Mindy. Okay, Mindy, so desired state. What do you have?
What is that? That looks awesome.
Will you unmute yourself, Mindy? So what do you?
It's a crystal that I dug at Mount Ida, Arkansas.
Wow.
That was
Awesome.
amazing.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so you're going to enter your desired state and your present state's going to, so you'll see desired state and present state. You're going to put the same statement there. So Mindy, for yours, that crystal, what's the desired state? When you run that frequency of that crystal, what is your desired state?
I am abundant in all things.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Okay. So you put that in the desired state and you put the same statement in the present state. And then at the bottom there, you'll see intensity, and you're going to set the intensity to 10. So you're going to scroll that up, slide that to 10. Everybody with us? Everybody with us so far? All right.
I am abundant in money and love.
I love that.
Who was that? That was awesome. Okay, so now you're gonna, underneath there at the bottom where it says add symbol, you're gonna select add symbol. And then you're gonna see these options come up. You're gonna do add image. And you're gonna take a picture of whatever you are recording the vibration of.
Dawn?
So
Yes.
did you say 10% or 100%? I couldn't remember. I didn't hear what you said as far as the percentage.
So for the intensity is 10.
Yeah, so you're
10,
gonna
okay.
you're leaving the relevance alone. You don't touch the relevance. That stays at 100%.
Okay,
Intensity gets moved up to 10.
got it. Okay.
Donna, you have a question?
That was mine too.
Okay.
And let me just, because I wasn't reading the boxes, I was just putting the same thing under desired state and the description. So I want the same thing under present state, right?
Yeah, it's the only thing you're gonna fill out is desired state and present state. You're not gonna
Okay.
fill out the other boxes.
Yeah, just, that wasn't, really- okay.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. Once you have that done, then you're going to add symbol and you're going to select add image. And you're going to take an actual picture of whatever you are
Yeah.
recording the frequency of. Now, this is a fun thing, fun fact, that if you don't have the object with you, but you want to record a frequency of something that you don't have, you could actually take a picture, like you can Google it and find a picture of it and record the vibration of it that way. But today we're doing actual physical, something that you have in your hand. Everybody have a picture?
Mhm.
Okay.
So next thing you'll want to do, after you get the image, the next item or option is record vibration. So go ahead and place your Healy next to the object that you have. We have this little picture right here that kind of shows our obsidian next to the Healy. So go ahead and place the Healy on top or near the object and then hit record. And what will happen is that's going to record for 10 seconds and get the vibration of that object. So we'll go ahead and do that right now.
10, 9, 8, 7.
6. Oh no, we lost our count.
Okay.
So repeat that again. So we hold the thing and the Healy at the same time, or?
You put the Healy on whatever.
Oh, okay.
You can either put it on it, next to it,
Okay.
on top of the Healy, however you want to do it, whatever
And then-
object you
and
are.
then and then record vibration.
Yep,
Yep.
record vibration.
Absolutely.
Oh. Here.
And then once that recording's done, once your 10 seconds is up, in the upper right hand corner is a little X. So go ahead and click that X.
And you'll see that, it says up here, there's a little X. We show you a picture of it at the top. So once you record the vibration and have the image in there, click the little X in the top right hand, and it'll bring you back to here. So your recording is complete.
Yep. And the cool thing about this is that you have this one object that you just recorded. If you ever wanted to, if you want to make like multiple frequencies or a little program for yourself, you can always add more things under actions. So if you want to add, like, say, an affirmation or a different frequency or a different object, all you have to do is that when you get to this list state right here, is go ahead and hit actions again.
Well, we're not going to do that right now.
No, I'm not going to do that, but you have that option once you have the opportunity.
And Elaine, I think you did that when you were here, right? You made a couple of them together. Maybe she's muted. Okay, so as everybody this far, so far, are you with us?
Yep.
Yeah. Michelle, are you with us?
Yep.
Okay, so now what you're gonna do. Oh,
Becky
Becky
Simpson.
Simpson, you raised your hand.
Yeah, I've been trying to take screenshots of what you're doing, you know, of the
Oh, we're-
steps, but you're going,
Becky, we're recording, so we'll send you out the recording so you'll be able to follow along again. Don't worry.
Yeah, and also
Perfect.
we'll send out a
Perfect.
PDF to our group as well
Yeah.
too of this presentation. So everyone's gonna have this as a PDF form as well too to access.
perfect.
So-
Thank you.
Yeah, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go down to the bottom left where the little house is, and you're gonna click on that. And then you're going to swipe over to the left. Do we have this here?
Yeah,
No,
go to the next.
it's not letting me.
Oh, that's weird.
Right to the left.
You're gonna swipe it to the left and you'll see it'll say either delete or rename. And now you're gonna rename it.
No.
And then you're gonna
Yeah.
rename whatever frequency you just recorded. So for us, it would say,
Under the list. When
So,
you go
yeah.
under list.
yeah.
Okay.
So on the bottom left, you'll click on the house and then you're gonna click on lists and you're gonna see you'll see the list that you just did. It'll be on the top there. And then you
Yeah.
swipe over to the left and it'll come up with either delete or rename, and you click rename. And then you back up everything that all the numbers that you'll see there, just go backspace onto those and then type in whatever you want to rename it as. And then
Swipe-
save. What'd you say?
Swipe to the left.
I think so.
Yeah, so once you get that list of that specific one, on the far right-hand side, if you swipe to the left, it should give you the option to delete. or
Like
to
on the
rename.
list. So you'll put your your finger on the list, you'll move it to the left and you'll see delete or rename. Are you guys seeing that?
Oh. I was actually in it. Yes, okay.
And then you
Rename.
rename and then name it whatever you just recorded and then save. And now that will be in your list.
Wow.
So then when you go into your list, you can actually this is where we were coming up with a good idea this weekend. If you started making your own frequencies and you did it under a certain name, then when you search like my own frequencies, then it would come up with just your own frequencies. So what we were recommending is that after this, go in and make a new client, add a new client, and add that client as my own frequencies. And name it that, so that when you go into list, you see the search button at the top. You could type in and you could just type up my own frequencies. You'll see how they'll come up, and then all your own frequencies will come up that you make. Does that make sense to everybody?
Do you make the new client a person or an up? I mean,
I'd make it a person. I'd make it yourself. You could do your own, like,
You could do like
You could
Donna's
do-
own frequencies.
yeah, like you could put, exactly, you could put Donna's own frequencies or Karen's own frequencies.
frequencies.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you can do this for other things, like I did it for a friend of mine who lives in Illinois. She's got 3 cats and she's got a flea issue. So I found a frequency online for fleas and ticks for cats. And I put it into the Healy, and it's called Gina's Cats Flea and Tick Repellent.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
that works too.
Love that. Is everybody with us? Are you good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna
This-
stop.
This is
Question.
Denise.
Yeah.
I was wondering if there was any chance you could go through the steps real fast again. I was trying to do it on my phone and have the Zoom on my phone, and now I'm got it on the iPad, the Zoom call. So I'm
Will you
freed up, but
please
I'm
take-
behind. And
Yeah.
I've created one.
So what we'll do, Denise, we're recording this, so you'll be able to literally watch it tomorrow, and we're gonna send you a PDF with, so you can
Okay.
actually look at it on paper as well. So that way,
Okay.
so.
Yeah.
So the fun thing about, like, one of the ways that we use today, for instance, so something that we did with our Obsidian is that we did our Obsidian today. So that's very grounding and cleansing, right? And even though we love everybody that was here this weekend, we wanted to cleanse our house of all the energies that are in the house, because we had a lot of people here and we were all over. So we ran the vibration of the Obsidian through our house for an hour today. So that's a really fun thing to do. What about you, Karen? What kind of stuff what have you done with making your own frequencies?
I had to unmute, sorry about that. I really have done it more for my friends and for clients than I have done it for myself.
Uh-huh.
And there's a gentleman who's a naturopath, I think I had sent you the link some time ago, that teaches how you can create your own frequencies also. And there's actually a website that you can go to that has sounds that have certain frequencies in it for certain things, like for arthritis or for whatever ailments one has personally, and for animals. And you can also use it. I've done it for friends who are selling their homes, where I put into the Healy, and but that's really not so much setting up its own frequency. It's more of really focusing on the property and making sure and setting the intention to clear the house and to set it for love and light for whoever the next family is that's coming in. So, I mean, there's just so many uses with Healy. It just never stops. I continually learn every single day, week, month, and I've been in this for some time. So yeah, it's just ongoing. So the best thing is to play with it. There, you can't do anything wrong with it. You can't hurt anything. You're not going to do any damage to your Healy or to your tablet or to your phone by doing it and testing it. Just test it, and you can do a ton of research online too and find out a ton of information as well. So hopefully that's helpful.
How do you use sound frequency how do you get that in the Healy? I'm not clear on what.
Yeah, let me put in a link into the chat. Hold on a second, and I'll give you a little link here. Bear with me. It's this gentleman who, there's different websites that you can go to. One is called Spooky. I know it sounds kind of weird with Halloween right around the corner. So let me put this into the chat. Hold on a sec. Okay. So if you go to that link, I mean, you can do all sorts of inquiries to get a specific frequency for a specific thing, ailment, or whatever it is that you want. And this all connects back to I mean, if you pull it up, I just pulled it up on my website. There's one for negative energy removal. There's one for full body healing. There's one for peripheral neuropathy, and so on. If you scroll down on that link that I just sent you, there's a lot of them. There's one for weight loss, fat burn, etc. So those are the sounds that you can put into your Healy, as opposed to what we did just now of, taking the Healy and putting it. I have an oil here, eucalyptus oil, that I just did the frequency for clear breathing. So yeah, there's so many different uses for it.
So you just run the sound frequency.
Right. When you go to record, right, you just record the sound as opposed to laying
vibration.
it on top.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we just did a basic tonight, because obviously we just wanted you to get one thing done, but we're gonna, tomorrow with this video, we'll send out another video that kind of goes through like the affirmations and things like that, so you can watch that as well, because there's, like Karen said, there's lots of ways to do it. So and which is limitless, right? So
yeah, and again, and I know Don and Bryan say this all the time, is like, it's all about intention. Make sure you set the intention for what you want. Be really clear on what the intention is before you do anything, because that's what it's all about. And if you are doing it with other people, make sure it's permission based, because you don't want to be using Healy on individuals unless you have their permission.
Yeah.
Hey, Dawn.
Yes.
I just had a thought while you guys were talking about that. I used to never get poison ivy, but now all of a sudden I'm getting it all the time. And I was out doing yard work, and yesterday I broke out, really bad. And I had heard about Pruitt's tree salve, so I'd ordered some of that in case it worked on there. And I put it on, and it was amazing. I mean, usually I have this for weeks, and in one day, it's like, it's not itching, it's gone. So I think from listening to you, I could take the Pruitt's or this tree salve and create a vibration for that, and then just run that and through my house or through the yard, even to get rid of it, from wherever I'm getting it from. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. Try that out. I mean, that's the beauty of it. You record the frequency of that, and then you just run it.
Yeah, that's
And
kind of amazing.
And when you're running it like that, when you're running the vibrations, and Dejai talked to us again this weekend about this, like when you're running, because this is it's the vibration of it. So you're going to be doing like the minute, whatever, minute 39 second. You'll do that several times a day, like, I don't know, 4 to 6 times a day, I think. So that it's, especially for acute cases, right? You're doing that quite often. So you're just running the vibrations of that. Now, if you're running it on, and you'll just have to test that out and see what works for you. There's other things that I run, like the Bach flowers and different things. I'll run those for, 12 minutes, 56 minutes on vibration. But so test it out, Terry, and see what works for you.
Yeah. Thanks.
So I make homeopathic and Bach flower remedies for people, and I do custom combinations. So I could even record the frequency of a combination that I've made and send it to somebody, or, you know.
Yeah.
Or for myself. That's kind of cool.
Isn't that fun?
Yes.
I love it. So awesome. Well, we're hopefully that will help you guys to kind of get started. And I know, Mindy, you were jumping in learning this before, because you were interested in this. Have you been using it at all in other ways?
Yes, I had found a video that explained similar to what you had just explained. They had given the thought to, in the desired state, there were two, I can't remember. One was the desired state, and there was a second one, and you had recommended putting the same statement in both, and they recommended putting a grateful, like I am grateful for whatever statement in the first, and then in the second space, putting this frequency program is being vibrated to Mindy Spitz. And so then it directs it specifically to you.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that. So I have been using that one.
Yeah. And you know, one of the things, and I know Karen, I'm sure you coach on this as well, but when you're doing, say you're doing an affirmation, and we did this weekend, we talked about our intentions and really our vision, but it's connecting to the heart, right? So if you're doing an affirmation, make sure that before you record the vibration of what that affirmation feels like to you, really feel into it, connect with it. How does that feel to be, you know, healthy, grateful, vibrant, loved, all those things? Like really connect with it and then record the vibration of that affirmation.
Yeah, and then you can enhance that by doing a couple things, because the more sensory-based information you get, I'm an NLP practitioner and also a Psyche practitioner. So if you do a couple things like give it a shape, give it a color, give it a temperature, if it has a texture, what would it feel like? And then what's the name or what's the word that you would describe that feeling? So I am whatever that word is, and then just bring in all the senses tying into that. And if you have smell and taste, that would enhance it even more too. So it really is very powerful.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Well, that's it. Hopefully you guys will start making your own frequencies and letting us know, share as we go. I know the team, you know, that is the one thing that we love about getting together, is just consistently expanding. How can we use the Healy, really breaking outside of our third dimensional brain? And we talked a lot about that this weekend, about getting outside of the box and stepping into the 5D, which is in the quantum, where it really is limitless, you know. And so we're going to continue doing these. We've got next week, just so you guys know, I know we started our mastermind groups, we've got our animal group and our brain group. And then one thing that we worked on this weekend, we had someone come in and talk about the earth and really what the earth needs right now. And so finding like areas in nature, or, you know, not with somebody's home on it, not somebody's land, but really when you're out in nature where you can run, like coherence is really good for stress. You know, the earth is also under stress with absorbing all of our, you know, there's been a lot of stuff going on the last year and a half. So the earth also takes in the frequencies of that for us. So how can we give back to the earth? So helping the earth detox with peer program. We talked about that this weekend. We talked about coherence. So just ways that you can use your Healy outside of just for yourself. And that's what Elaine had said in the beginning. We really talked about that as a group of how can we give back to the earth and to the greater good. So just keep thinking in terms of that. And if you want to join the animal group, is actually, it got mixed around a couple of times, but it's Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific, every other Tuesday. So this coming Tuesday, I have to look at that, the 12th, so a week from tomorrow. And then our brain group is on every other Thursday. So that one's on the 14th. And also 6 p.m. Pacific. So if you want to be part of either of those, and if you have any other ideas, I know we've got some new people joining the animal group. We have a new an animal chiropractor, and Mindy, you're in the animal group. We had one meeting so far, and then people have been having some really great ideas on how to use the Healy for animals. So there's all that. And the next time we will see you is our highlighted practitioner Zoom in a couple of weeks. So anybody have any questions?